the views along the entire strip of Wayzata. Welcome to the community tour series where I try to make my best case for why this community is the best community for you to live in all of Minnesota. And today I've got my hands full because I am in downtown Wayzata overlooking Lake Minnetonka. I mean, if Minnesota did its own version of the Hamptons, it would be Wayzata, and the price tag here definitely reflects that as well. So today I'm going to make sure that you guys firmly believe that this place is worth the price tag, because all the amenities, shopping, and things to do in this little downtown strip, second to none. Luckily for you and me, Wayzata is not massively big. So we're gonna be able to do a walking community tour here, which is my favorite type of community tour. I'll be able to walk pretty much the entire downtown strip of this Wayzata area in the next 10 minutes or so. Luckily, all of my favorite businesses are here, so I can really speak to all the best things to do in this area. Like right now, we are currently in the middle of the Wayzata strip, outside the crown jewel restaurant of Wayzata, Cove. So Cove overlooks the train tracks right there. Oh. Cove has its own outside dining area right on the other side of these flowers. You guys would absolutely love the feel down here. If you're into that kind of Outer Banks or Hamptons feel, it's a very posh community, very luxurious. New businesses are coming in and going out. The type of businesses down here you got are mostly fine dining, not too fine to the point where like it feels unapproachable. Like I go here for my birthdays, or just even like an anniversary dinner. It's perfect. But there's also a lot of shopping, right? So like right next to me here, Timber and Tulip, they do some very fine interior designing pieces. Over to my left, we've got a lot of the retail shopping, a whole lot of baby clothing, and a whole lot of baby design stuff. But I feel like every time I'm in Wayzata, I see an alarming amount of babies and strollers. I don't know if it's just because it's a fun place to walk around, or if it's just because this is just where they all decide to move once they have babies. It is very family friendly, by the way. Wayzata is home to Wayzata High School, which is the #1 ranked public high school in all of Minnesota. Now, all this walkability and all these amenities do not come without a steep price tag. The average price point for a home, if you want to buy and live in Wayzata, is somewhere between 1.5 and 1.8, depending on the website that you look at. But you're playing in the millions almost always in Wayzata. There is a great selection of condos, especially in downtown Wayzata. And then if you look at single family homes, it's really going to depend on whether you go waterfront or non-waterfront. To my left here is a lot of the condos that I was mentioning. They're all kind of built around this shopping promenade. What's important to note here is that on this side, it feels like there's a lot more kind of like mom and pop shop. Wayzata is honestly full of them. There's not too many big box stores outside of Lululemon or Anthropologie. But down here, it feels like there's more of kind of like your little pop in, buy a little pair of shorts, buy a nice hoodie, and then pop out. Whereas to the other side where I'm walking to right now, feels like that's where a lot of the businesses are. There is obviously a lot of money, which means there is no shortage of jobs for investment bankers, people who work in private capital, private equity firms. We are walking to that far other side right now. If you're in Wayzata, you cannot afford to miss. This is Josephita. This is a little walk-up bar right here. Gelato window right here. You can order fresh, handmade, soft-serve gelato. And then it's very fine dining for Italian right in there. Great spot for date night. Me and my girlfriend love it in here. The amount of people who look like they just want to cuss me out right now is absolutely absurd. Right here in the center of Wayzata, we have a 9/11 memorial. People are just here leaving flowers and paying their homage. Here are the views along the entire strip of Wayzata. Guys, this is what makes Wayzata so special. We are going to head to the brand new walking dock. It basically runs parallel with this strip that we've been walking with all these shops and restaurants. It allows you to walk on the other side of the train tracks. So as you can see, we're about to be crossing here. So we are now on the walking dock, right? And this allows you to take your Wayzata walking experience over the water. It kind of gives you a feel of like, okay, Wayzata's posh, it's very nice. You can obviously have a lot of fun here, but this gives you a chance, whether you're like me and you work down here, or you live in the area and just want to come and enjoy the reason why Minnesota is so special, which is the lake life. Some of the houses while you're walking on this dock are absolutely astonishing. You just look right across Wayzata Bay, casually see a 17,000 square foot house. You can probably hear the children laughter in the background. Wayzata is so family friendly. Kids will come down here and play on the splash pad. They'll play at the beach, which is where we are walking to right now. Another one of my favorite things to do in Wayzata is they've got this trolley system that goes from the port of Excelsior all the way over to the port of Wayzata. Basically like these like yacht dinners. It's like a little like $40 ticket you can purchase and you basically have dinner, whoa, on a yacht. Looks like we got a little political campaigning going on over here. We don't get involved in that on the channel. We're getting to the end of the road with my latte, and we're also getting to the end of the road with this boardwalk. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it to Wayzata Beach. Probably my favorite part about this beach is obviously that you can let your kids run around here. Also, they've got this cool little business here called Wainani. You can basically rent the stand-up paddle boards, the kayaks, the electric bikes, the regular bikes, and you can go take them and just cruise. So right over there, kind of next to the park, that's where you would have little picnics. I mean, there's endless spots. This place is like proposal central right now, dude. I think there's one going on right in front of me, actually. I also want to give you guys a feel for the type of property that's in downtown Wayzata, because obviously there is quite a lot of new development, like the super modern, clean lines, amazing mega mansions, but I don't even need to show you what that looks like just because that's plastered everywhere in every nice city. So let me show you some of the lesser known, more charming pockets of Wayzata and what the property looks like there. So like, for example, you've got these little like bungalow homes. Most of the inland streets of Wayzata kind of look like this. Very well maintained. I'm genuinely becoming a little bit concerned because I've been down here 4,000 times. It's just mainly one street. I've never gotten bored.